All right. Hello. Welcome to our first Spotlight interview. Want to introduce to you Nelly Guzman. Nelly is a program supervisor, Emergency Assistance Program, Catholic Charities, and has added the title COVID Warrior to her resume as well. Nelly, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We really have two objectives for our first Spotlight interview, and that is, one, to recognize the great work of people at Catholic Charities like Nelly and the other staff, as well as to inform the Lake County Board of Advisors on some of the activities that go on, in hopes that perhaps, besides being informed, maybe it'll dawn on some of us ways that we can be helpful to you in the work you do. So Nelly, if you could start by just telling us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I got into social work in 2012. I graduated with my master's from Governor State University, and I started working with the senior population. So I worked in senior services for quite a while. That was during the time when budget cuts and the state didn't have a budget was occurring. So it was definitely trying times. So I actually came to Catholic Charities looking for some rest and relief, and I thought this was just going to be a stepping stone, and I was going to kind of recoup and get back on my footing. And I've been here for 3 years now. So it ended up turning into more than just a break from being in the trenches.
All right, great, thank you. So tell me a little bit about, if you could, just the work and the mission of the Emergency Assistance Program.
Sure. So we provide mainly rental assistance for individuals who are trying to maintain their housing or move to more affordable housing. Of course, during the pandemic, that switched over to clients who have been affected by COVID and have lost their jobs, have had decrease in their hours due to the shutdown. So we saw a lot of those calls coming through.
Okay.
So being able to provide that rental assistance so that they can maintain a roof over their head was a big part of what we've been doing. We also provide shelter services in the form of a voucher where we're able to give clients weekly stays at a motel until they secure further, more permanent housing.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about how the pandemic has impacted your work and the work of your agency.
Sure. So it has pretty much quadrupled our workload. We have spent about $500,000 in funding just related to COVID specific. So that's more than what we do on a regular program year. So it's just incredible to see the need that is out there. What we're also seeing is we're running into clients who have never had to ask for assistance. You know, they've had good jobs, but the shutdown, you know, it affected almost everybody. So helping them navigate the system, it's something that we're not that used to. So really hand-holding and letting them know this is what they need to get to us, and this is what we could provide for them.
Is that increase in volume the biggest challenge you're facing, or what would you say is the biggest challenge that you face right now?
The biggest challenge is most of us are social workers, so we're used to the human interaction. We're used to seeing our clients face to face. We're used to being able to just have them come into the office and drop off the paperwork that they need. So just that learning curve on how to navigate everything through the phone, through email, through our Dropbox, that's been the struggle for us, because we're so used to being face to face with our clients, and we want to be supportive to them. So it's just a different way of navigating that.
Yeah, I guess when social work is right in the title and we're living in a world of social distancing, that's kind of at odds, huh?
Right, exactly.
I'm curious, this video will be seen by members of the Lake County Board of Advisors. What are some ways that the members of that Board of Advisors can be helpful to you and emergency assistance?
Sure. So really, I think what we need is just the support from all the board members and acknowledgement that you guys are there for us. You know, we have tons of funding coming from everywhere. We have so much we're trying to spend, but really what's been difficult, at least for us who have been in the office, is that we're at a higher level of exposure to COVID. But we've made that decision that this is our job. This is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna help as many people as we can. But you know, burnout is real. It's hard to hear these stories day in and day out and not be affected by it. So it's just letting us know that you guys see us, you hear us, you're thankful for the work that we're doing, and that you appreciate it. It goes a long way. I know one board member sent us cards thanking us, some phone calls. It's just the little things that, okay, you know, let's make this through another month. And so just really the acknowledgement that you see that we're here and you appreciate it.
Okay, all right, terrific. You know, I'm always amazed at all of the different ways that the various agencies within Catholic Charities support their clients. Can you think of perhaps a service that you provide that we might be surprised to learn you're called upon to provide?
Sure. So, you know, it's not in our job description to help clients outside of what we provide, but most case managers go above and beyond that. So we help someone with beds. You know, we find someone in the community who's able to donate beds or furniture, things like that. We puzzle piece together how we can pay a complete ComEd bill. So it's really a talent that most case managers have figured out how to navigate the systems, how to collaborate with other agencies to make sure that we fully support the client in what they're looking for.
All right, terrific. I thank you for your time today, and I really we appreciate very much the work you do, and thank you for your time today, because I know it's a crazy busy time. Before we sign off, I would ask you maybe if you could think of a story that you could share with us, a client story or a particular story that you think would drive home the importance of the work that goes on with you and your peers.
Sure. So there's so many to choose from right now. We're hearing day in and day out how people are being affected by COVID, but one of the most impactful ones is a widow who actually called us, you know, crying on the phone. We had to try to console her so she could tell us what she needed. And we ended up finding out that her husband passed away from COVID. He was the sole breadwinner for the family. So she's now left with 2 little ones and no income. So trying to figure out how she picks up her pieces from there and puts her life back together. It was heartbreaking, you know, but we were able to supply her with food, supply her with rental for 6 months so she doesn't have to worry about that while she's trying to make arrangements to bury her husband. So it's just story after story, but that one really tugged at our heartstrings. You know, her whole world was turned upside down.
All right, thank you. Again, thanks for your time today. Thank you for the work that you do. Stay safe, stay strong. To the Board of Advisors members who are watching, if you personally or through your network of contacts think you could be helpful to Nelly and to Emergency Assistance Program, you can reach out to me directly and I'll connect you to Nelly. I want to thank Lisa Rohde for helping us put this video together. And we hope this is just one of many to come. And hopefully it was informative, but maybe just as important to recognize Nelly, you, and the great work that you do. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.